This is the L2C Media Network, and this is Sports Final live from the Fred McLeod Sports Desk in our studios in Jackson, sponsored in part by the L2C Media Network. I'm Harry Von Stuttgart, and now here's your host who turned the details into the headlines that make the whole sports world sing, Steve the Baxman Baxley. Okay, how you doing, everybody? Good evening. Welcome to our little broadcast. And well, I gotta tell you, it's been an interesting sports final. Glad you're here with us tonight because I have no idea what's coming up, but boy, is it going to be fun. Okay, let us get to it. Let us not talk much. We're also going to update you on Jack the Ripper, Vampire Hunter, and a couple of other things as well. Wyatt Holliday's newest endeavor, we'll update you on. Plus, Charlie London's little updater. And then we'll say a good night to all. But right now, we got sports. Let's update you. Let's get you on the games that are still into progress. Sixth inning, Los Angeles Angels over the San Diego Padres 7-2. In the seventh, the Colorado Rockies and the defending World Series champs, the Los Angeles Dodgers, are in a nice little battle. It's 2-2. Final scores, it took 10 innings, but the Boston Red Sox defeated the Cleveland Indians 5-3, 5-12-0 for the Red Sox, 3-9-1 for the Indians. Whitlock is your winner for the Red Sox. He's 6-2. Whitgren gets the loss for the Indians. He's 2-7. Oakland Athletics over the New York Yankees by a score of 3-2, 3-5-0 for the Athletics, 2-5-2 for the Yankees. Montas gets win for the Athletics. He's 10-9. Cortez gets a loss for the Yankees. He's 2-2. And Romo, he gets his first save of the season. Kansas City Royals beat the Seattle Mariners 4-2, 4-10-0 for the Royals, 2-11-1 for the Mariners. Bamps gets his first win in 4 tries. He's 1-3 for the Royals. Anderson gets the loss for the Mariners. He's 6-9, and Barlow gets his 10th save of the season. The scores: Philadelphia Phillies over the Arizona Diamondbacks by a score of 7-0, 7-12-0 for the Phils, 0-4-1 for the Diamondbacks. Gibson gets a win for the Phils. He's 10-5. Mejia gets a loss for Diamondbacks. He's 0-1. Florida Marlins over the Cincinnati Reds, 6-1, 6-12-0 for the Marlins, 1-8-1 for the Reds. Alcantara gets the win for the Marlins. He's 8-12. Gutierrez gets a loss for the Reds. He's 9-5. It took 10 innings, but the Blue Jays got some revenge on the Detroit Tigers. They beat them 3-2, 3-12-0 for the Blue Jays, 2-5-0 for the Tigers. Romano gets the win for the Blue Jays. His record is now 6-1. Funkhauser got into a little funk. His record is 6-2. Astros over the Rangers 5-2, 5-11-0 for the Stros, 2-5-0 for the Rangers. Valdez with the win, he goes 9-4. Allard with the loss, he goes 3-11. And Presley, he gets his 21st save of the season. St. Louis Cardinals blanked the Pittsburgh Pirates 13-0, 13-18-1 for the Cards, 0-5-0 for the Pirates. Wainwright gets the big W for the Cardinals. He's 13-7. Brault gets his third loss. He has yet to win a game. Tampa Bay Rays over the Baltimore Orioles by a score of 4-3, 4-8-0 for the Rays, 3-6-0 for the Orioles. The Orioles. Chagua gets the win for the Rays. He's 4-0. Sulcer gets the loss. He's 3-3 for Baltimore. And Kittredge gets his 4th save of the season. That is not bad. I gotta get a bit of shampoo for this hair. Anyway, back you go inside the helmet. Or the hair mitt. There, see? There we go. Now it's all a mess. There we are. There we are. Nice little hair mess. There. Jeez, let's just do it this way. Chicago Cubs beat the Chicago White Sox 7-0, 7-9-0 for the Cubs, 0-4-0 for the White Sox. Mills gets the win. He's 6-6. Lynn gets the loss. He's 10-4. Twins kill the Brewers by a score of 6-4, 6-7-2 for the Twins, 4-7-1 for the Brews. Theobar gets the big W for the Twins. He's 6-0, while Hauser gets condemned by the Brews. With the loss, he's 7-6, and Klum gets his 9th save. New York Mets over the Washington Nationals, 5-3, 5-10-0 for the Mets, 3-10-0 for the Nats. May gets the win. He's 6-2. Harper with the loss, 0-1, and Diaz his 26th save for the Mets. And finally, San Francisco Giants beat the Atlanta Braves 5-0. 5-8-1 for the Giants, 0-7-0 for the Braves. Webb gets the win for the Giants. He's 8-3. Noah gets the loss. He's 4-4. There you go. Happy landings on a coconut star, or a chocolate star, however stars you can find with the windmills of your mind. There we go. I gotta wash this hair. Why? Because it's dirty and it's greasy and it's grimy. Okay. Our baseball little paraphernalia continues as we mount up for the minor leagues. Let's go to the AAA section first. Get to some of the action that's going on there. In extra innings, 10 innings, Toledo and St. Paul are tied at 10. Top of the 8th, Sugarland over El Paso 4-2. Top of the 4th, it's Tacoma 7, Salt Lake 3. Final scores: Durham over Charlotte 4-0. 4-8-0 for Durham, 0-3-0 for Charlotte. Worcester over Buffalo 7-6, 7-12-0 for Worcester, 8-9-1 for Buffalo. Syracuse over Rochester 5-3, 5-6-0 for the Qs, 3-7-0 for Rochester. 12 innings, Lehigh Valley over Scranton Wilkes-Barre 9-8, 9-13-2 for Lehigh Valley, 8-10-1 for Scranton. Charlotte over Durham in the first game, by the way, of their Twilight Double Dippy. 5-4 final score, 5-8-0 for Charlotte, 4-4-0 for Durham. Jacksonville over Norfolk by a score of 1-0, 1-5-0 for Jacksonville, 0-2-0 for Norfolk. Indianapolis over Louisville, 13-10, 13-8-1 for Indy, 10-13-2 for Louisville. Memphis over Columbus, 14-12, 14-15-2 for Memphis, 12-18-1 for Columbus. Vegas beat up on Oklahoma City 10-9, 10-12-1 for Vegas, 9-12-0 for Oklahoma City. Nashville over Gwinnett 2-1, 2-6-0 for the Ville, 1-7-0 for Gwinnett. Omaha over Iowa 7-1, 7-10-0 for Omaha, 1-5-1 for Iowa. And Round Rock and Albuquerque, well, they stopped at the bottom of the 4th inning. Albuquerque leads presently by a score of 3-0. They'll make it up on the 29th, which is tomorrow, of course, or later today. Sacramento and Reno postponed due to stinky air. Somebody lifted their armpits. Okay, scoreboard. Excuse me, I said double A. Double A, guys, come on. Double A, thank you. There we go. Portland over Reading 11-3, 11-20-0 for Portland, 3-7-0 for Reading. Harrisburg over Hartford 8-3, 8-9-1 for Harrisburg, 3-6-1 for Hartford. Richmond over Altoona 15-3, 15-13-1 for Richmond, 3-6-1 for Altoona. Erie over Bowie 6-5, 6-10-3 for Erie, 5-4-0 for Bowie. Akron over Somerset 6-1, 6-8-0 for Akron, 1-3-3 for Somerset. New Hampshire over Binghamton 5-1, 5-9-1 for New Hampshire, 1-5-2 for Binghamton. Wichita over Tulsa 13-4, 13-11-1 for Wichita, 4-12-2 for Tulsa. Springfield go. Defeated Northwest Arkansas by a score of 4-1, 4-6-0 for Springfield, 1-4-0 for Northwest Arkansas. Corpus Christi over just plain ordinary Arkansas, 8-5, 8-9-1 for Corpus Christi, 5-12-0 for Arkansas. Birmingham over the Biscuits of Montgomery, 5-1, 5-10-0 for Birmingham, 1-4-2 for the Biscuits of Montgomery. San Antonio over Midland, 4-2, 4-6-2 for San Antonio, 2-5-1 for Midland. Amarillo over Frisco, 9-6, 9-14-2 for Amarillo, 6-8-2 for Frisco. Rocket City and Biloxi canceled due to rain. Pensacola, Mississippi canceled due to COVID. And Tennessee and Chattanooga canceled due to COVID. We go now to the high A. And get you scores from there. Like, for example, in the fifth, or actually end of 5, Tri-City 4, Eugene nothing. And the top of the 7th, Hillsboro leads Vancouver 9-6. Top of the 6th, it's Spokane leading Everett 4-0. Do we have final scores? Yes, we do. Took 10 innings, but the Jersey Shore beat Wilmington 10-9, 10-12-1 for Jersey Shore, 9-13-1 for Wilmington. Hudson Valley over Winston-Salem 9-4, 9-10-0 for Hudson Valley, 4-10-3 for Winston-Salem. Brooklyn over Aberdeen 4-1, 4-7-1 for Brooklyn, 1-5-0 for Aberdeen. Jersey Shore over Wilmington 3-0, 3-9-0 for Jersey Shore, 0-6-0 for Wilmington. Greensboro over Asheville 12-5, 12-17-1 for Greensboro, 5-11-3 for Asheville. Fort Wayne over Dayton 8-2, 8-6-2 for Fort Wayne. Dayton 2-6-1. Great Lakes over Lake County 4-3, 4-4-0 Great Lakes, 3-6-1 Lake County. Greenville over Hickory 3-zip, 3-6-0 Greenville, 0-4-0 for Hickory. Lansing over West Michigan 7-6, 7-8-0 for Lansing, 6-7-3 for West Mich. The Quad Cities over Wisconsin 12-zip, 12-12-1 for the Quad, 0-4-0 for Wisconsin. Rome over Bowling Green, 4-3, 4-7-0 for Rome, 3-7-0 for Bowling Green. South Bend over Peoria, 7-4, 7-9-1 for South Bend. 4-11-3 for Peoria. Beloit over Cedar Rapids, 6-1, 6-10-1 for Beloit, 1-6-0 for Cedar Rapids. Boom. Let's shock at that. Final stop in the low A category. And let's do this. Bottom of the 6th inning, Fresno leads Modesto 8-7. This game doesn't get started, or did get started. You got to be kidding me. Well, Inland Empire and Stockton, don't know when they're going to get ready. So we'll just glom over them, go to Tampa and Clearwater. First game, in fact, Tampa swept them in the doubleheader, winning the first game 6-5 over Clearwater, 6-6-0 Tampa, 5-9-2 Clearwater. Second game, it was 9-2 Tampa over Clearwater, 9-7-1 Tampa, 2-4-1 Clearwater. Dunedin over Lakeland, 3-1, 3-9-0 Dunedin, 1-6-0 for Lakeland. Down East over Fayetteville by a score of 5-1. 571 down east, 113 Fayetteville. Myrtle Beach over Columbia, 6-2, 661 for Myrtle Beach, 250 for Columbia. Delmarva, Delmarva, 1 in 10 innings, Delmarva. 7-5, 7-3 was the final score. Delmarva over Salem, 7-15-2 for Delmarva, 350 for Salem. Fredericksburg over Carolina, 5-4, 561 Fredericksburg, 481 Carolina. Charleston over Augusta, 6-2, 690 Charleston, 270 Augusta. Daytona over St. Lucie, 5 in 10 innings, 3-2, 342 Daytona, 270 San Lucie. Jupiter over Palm Beach, 11-7, 11-17-1 Jupiter, 772 Palm Beach. Bradenton over Fort Myer, 8-6, 894 for Bradenton, 611-2 for Fort Myer. Lynchburg over Kannapolis, 6-1, 611-1 for Lynchburg, 141 for Kannapolis. Visalia over Rancho Cucamonga, 6-5, 671 for Visalia, 580 for Rancho Cucamonga. And Lake Elsinore defeated San Jose 1-0, 1-3-1 for Lake Elsinore, 0-4-0 for San Jose. And that is your ultimate baseball look. And my back is itching because my back's been sweaty because we have had a big old pain in the neck heat advisory hitting us with temps in the 90s, but the humidity gets it up to about 100. And all I'm going to say about that is, oi, it's hot. I want to remind you, folks, that next Saturday is the first week of the pro football season, and thus that means only one thing. That's right. It is time once again for our visit with the only football, I can't say the only football playing rabbi, but our friend Rabbi Hiram Shecky Fleischman will be rejoining us once again with the Rabbi Picks. And last year wasn't too kind to him, but I think this year is going to be very special. And yes, friends, this year, the battle between me, my mom, and my cat Uno gets serious. As you know, Uno, shockingly, won in her first year of predicting games. And we're going to do something rather different. We're going to put a couple of plates and put a couple of treats on with the names of the football teams. She will predict them, and I'll post them up on my YouTube channel. That's right. Uno is going to predict football games. Should be fun. We'll get to the football predictions. I do believe for Uno, they'll be recorded on Thursday and uploaded on about Thursday night. So we'll do them Thursday. No, would it be Thursday? No, yeah. No, Wednesday afternoon. Wednesday afternoon, we go to tape, and it should be up on my channel, youtube.com/Lugnut6, Thursday before the big kickoff. I do believe. Yeah, I think so. Unless I'm wrong. Let's see. 30. Let's see. Trying to think here. First is on a Wednesday. Second's on a Thursday. Friday. Saturday. Oh, yeah. So it'll be a week after next. There you go. Week after next is the start of a new football season, the week of September 6th. And we will bring you on this very channel my cat's predictions. It should be fun. Well, at least we hope it'll be fun. Okay, let's get you right down to the football scores because a lot of things happened today in soccer. Let's go to it in the Premier League. Manchester City over Arsenal 5-0. Aston Villa and Brentford tied at 1. Everton over Brighton and Hove Albion 2-0. Newcastle United and Southampton went to a ballet and was in 2-2. Leicester City and Norwich City 2-1. Crystal Palace tied with West Ham United 2-2, and Liverpool and Chelsea tied at 1. In the Scottish Premiership, the Heart of Midlothian over the Dundee United 2-0. Hibernian over Livingston 2-0. Motherwell over Dundee 1-0. In the Championship, Bristol City over Cardiff City 2-1. Derby County and Nottingham Forest tied at 1, as did Barnsley and Birmingham City. Fulham 3, Stoke City 0. Huddersfield Town 4, Reading 0. Hull City and Bournemouth tied at 0, as did Luton Town and Sheffield United. Middlesbrough and Blackburn Rovers ended in a 1-1 tie. Millwall over Blackpool by a score of 2-1. Preston North End over Swansea City 3-0. Queen's Park Rangers over Coventry City 2-0. West Bromwich Albion over Peterborough United 1-0. League One, Rotherham. I call it Rottingham. Why do I call it Rottingham? Rotherham United over Doncaster Rovers 2-0. Cambridge United over Bolton Wanderers 1-0. Carlton Athletic over Crewe Alexandra 2-0. Ipswich Town and Wimbledon tied at 2. Milton Keynes Dons 2-0 winner over Exeter Stanley. Morecambe a 1-0 winner over Sheffield Wednesday. Oxford United 3-1 winner over Lincoln City. Plymouth Argyle and Fleetwood Town tied at 1. Shrewsbury Town over Gillingham 2-1. Sunderland a 3-1 winner over Wycombe Wanderers. Thank you, guys. And Wigan Athletic over Portsmouth 1-0 in League 2 action. Ooh, we got a lot here. Walsall over Stevenage 1-0. Swindon Town over Mansfield Town 1-0. Oldham Athletic over Sutton United by the score of 2-1. There you go. Scunthorpe United over Tranmere Rovers 1-0. Salford City over Newport County 3-0. Leyton Orient. Why do I touch the buttons? There. Leyton Orient over Bradford City 2-0. Hartlepool United. They beat Carlisle United 2-1. Harrogate Town over Exeter City 1-1. Port Vale over Forest Green Rovers by a score of 2-0. Northampton Town and Crawley Town. That's where all the townspeople crawl. They tied at 0. And Barrow and Bristol Rovers tied at 1. National League action is like this. Southend, Stockport County 1-0 winner over Southend United. Kingsland Town over Yeovil 2-1. Halifax Town over Woking 3-2. Barnet and Solihull Moors tied at 1, as did Notts County and Torquay United. Maidenhead, thank you for the offer. Maidenhead United over Dover Athletic 2-0. Grimsby Town over Weymouth 1-0. Wrexham over Eastleigh, which is like close to Northley and across the street from all the Waylay. Dagenham and Redbridge over Bromley 4-2. Chesterfield over Wealdstone 2-0. Boreham Wood over Aldershot Town 1-0. League North action. Brackley Town over York City 2-1. Kidminster Harriers and Southport tied at 1. Leamington beats Bennymore Town 2-1. Kettering Town and Farsley Celtic tied at 1. Filed over Hereford 4-1. Guiseley over Gloucester City 2-1. Alfredtown over Darlington 3-2. Chester and Gateshead tied at 1. Boston United over Curzon Ashton 2-1. Blythe Spartans over Telford United 2-0. In National League South action, well, we gone too long with that. I think we'll skip those guys. Get you a Scottish Championship here. Boot. Aborth over Dunfermline 3-0. Inverness over Kilmarnock 1-0. Patrick Thistle over Greenock Morton 3-0. Hamilton over Queen of the South 2-1. And the rest of the scores, we invite you to go to bbc.com/sport/football/scores-fixtures/2021-08-28 for all the scores that, because of time, we cannot do because we have headlines we have to read and everything else. We're sort of a very tight yet confusing ship. Some people call it the bullship, but we like to call it a sports ship. Okay, let's get you some sports headlines before we get carted off here. Don't forget, we are going to check with our friends from Indiegogo to see how Jack the Ripper and Eternal Armor, a few other little fun things, Charlie's London's comic is doing. NFL teams are handling the final week of the preseason very differently. Some are playing their starters while others are not even dressing their best players. The Baltimore Ravens played several of their starters in the final preseason matchup against the Washington Club, and star running back J.K. Dobbins suffered a left knee injury on Baltimore's first drive of the night. Dobbins caught a short pass and that was met by two different Washington defenders who hit him low. The running back remained on the ground for some time and then was helped off the field with two trainers on the way to the Blue Medical tent. Dobbins did not put too much weight on his left leg. After exiting the tent, he was carted to the locker room while Baltimore officially ruled him out for the remainder of the game. The second-round pick out of Ohio State was impressive in his rookie season as he rushed for 805 yards and 9 touchdowns in 15 games, played with just one official start. He's set up to be Baltimore's number one running back moving forward. However, but the Ravens will hold their breath as they try to determine the extent of his injury after Baltimore's dominant 37-3 victory. Head coach John Harbaugh said that Dobbins will get tested tomorrow to find out exactly what they're dealing with. I think we all know that. And a shocker, we'll give you the explanation tomorrow night. A real shockeroo in professional pro football. Gardner Minshew, or as they like to call him in Jacksonville, the man of the mustache. Well, he has been traded to where are you? Where are you people? He was traded to Philadelphia yesterday. That's right. Come on, get back there. Get back there. Okay, do we have... I know, it's popping up. Gardner Minshew was traded to the Eagles. And this was a shocker. Hours after the Philadelphia Eagles preseason finale versus the New York Jets, Philadelphia sent a conditional 2022 sixth-round draft pick to the Jaguars in exchange for Gardner Minshew. The pick for Jacksonville can upgrade to a 2022 fifth-round pick, and Minshew plays at least 50% of the snaps in 3 games this season. So there you go. The first shocker of the off season, of the soon to be no longer an off season. Okay. That was wild, wasn't it? That's right. Okay, do we have some college football scores to hack on here? Or did we? Nope, we got them. Okay, thank you. Let's give you some of the college football scores. 4 minutes, 2 seconds left to play in the third. UTEP, that's University of Texas El Paso, is leading New Mexico State 30-3. End of the first half. It is now halftime in the jungle. San Jose State over Southern Utah, 38-14. Final scores: Illinois over Nebraska, 30-22. Fresno State blank Connecticut, 45-0. UCLA over Hawaii, 44-10. And that's it for the mediocre stuff. Aren't you glad you're here? I am. Then again, I'm just glad to be anywhere. Yes, I'm glad. Okay, let's keep going. We're watching our clock here. Rajon Rondo has secured a buyout from the Memphis Grizzlies, and when he clears waivers, the Los Angeles Lakers are the favorites to sign him, according to Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN. The deal will presumably be for the minimum. The only tool available to them is to sign players at this stage of the offseason. Rondo was a key member of the 2020 Lakers championship team, but left for a 2-year, $15 million deal with the Atlanta Hawks. Midway through his first season in Atlanta, Rondo was traded to the LA Clippers. After an uneven half season there, the Clippers dealt Rondo to Memphis in part of a package for Eric Bledsoe. Memphis, with Ja Morant and several young guards in place, had no reason to keep Rondo. With 18 players on their roster, and they need to move 3 regardless. They've now trimmed their roster down to 17, and Rondo secured the opportunity to return to his former team. In LA, he'll be joining an incredibly, very incredible, so incredible, the words. Deep backcourt that was completely rebuilt this offseason. Russell Westbrook is the new starting point guard and fighting for minutes, and the rest of the backcourt are Kendrick Nunn, Talen Horton-Tucker, Kent Bazemore, Malik Monk, and Wayne Ellington. Now, with LeBron James in tow, ball handling is the last thing these Lakers need in that sense. Rondo is an odd fit. There may not be any playing time available to him to open the season, but with Jared Dudley gone, the Lakers are missing a key locker room presence, and Rondo was a beloved teammate on the 2020 championship team, and the coaching staff praised him consistently in that sense. The Lakers may be signing Rondo as much for his presence as his playing ability. It should also be noted that the Lakers currently only have 5 players on the roster making more than the minimum. James, Westbrook, and Anthony Davis aren't going anywhere, so the Lakers have to make an in-season trade. Nunn and Horton-Tucker are prime candidates to be moved just because of their larger salaries. Rondo may also be insurance in the event one or both of them are moved. Good job. Okay, the Texans named Hudson Card the starting QB for their college football opener. And the Bills blanked the Packers thanks to Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills starters who shone in the shutout. And that's a very big shutout, kids. So congratulations. Okay. Yeah, let's get the NFL scores so we can get the rest of the monuments here. Okay, at the end of 3 quarters, it's the Seahawks over the Chargers 20-0. Final scores, and we got a lot of final scores in the final week of the preseason. Bills 19, Packers 0, Ravens 37, Washington 3, Bears 27, Titans 24, Buccaneers 23, Texans 16. Broncos 17, Rams 12, Cardinals and Saints canceled due to the hurricane. And we also got a good lineup for Sunday. Of course, Saturday, no, Friday's games. Colts over the Lions 27-17. Eagles and Jets ended up in a 31 tie. Panthers over the Steelers, humiliating them in the process 34-9. Chiefs over the Vikings 28-25. Scoreboard. And we got about 10 minutes remaining. So we've done headlines. We've done our wacky world. Let's conclude the wacky with more wacky as we do our thing. Hee hee hee. All right. In the German Bundesliga, it's Arminia Bielefeld and Eintracht Frankfurt tied at 1. Bayer Leverkusen over Augsburg 4-1. Köln over Bochum 2-1. Over Gütersloh 3-0. Freiburg over Stuttgart 3-2. Bayern Munich over Hertha Berlin 5-0. In Series A action, Empoli over Juventus 1-0. Fiorentina over Torino 2-1. Lazio over Spezia 6-1. And Bologna and Atalanta goose eggs. In Spain, Atletico Bilbao over Celta Vigo 1-0. Elche over in Seville tied at 1. Real Sociedad over Levante 1-0. And Real Madrid over Betis 1-0. All right, let's do this with proper therm. In Japan, Nippon Professional Baseball League, Yomiuri Giants and the Chinichi Dragons ended in a 1-1 tie. The Yakut Swallows and Yokohama Bay Stars ended in a 2-2 tie. Cebu Lions and the Nippon Ham Fighters an 8-8 tie. Hiroshima Carp over the Hanshin Tigers 7-6. Kema was the winner for the Carp. His record is 1-1. Murakami for the Tigers gets his loss. He's 0-1. Oric Buffaloes and the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks tied at 2. Chiba Marines over the Rakuten Golden Eagles 5-1. Sasasuke for the Marines gets the victory. He's 2-2. Kishi gets a loss, 6-7. And the York Buffaloes and the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks just underway in the second inning. And their score is goose eggs. Okay, South Korean, the KBO, Korean Baseball Organization. Here's how they went. Hanwha Eagles over the NC Dinos, 9-1. Samsung Lions over the KT Wiz Swung, 6-5. LG Twins over the Kaiwoom Heroes, 3-2. Lottie Giants and Doosan Bears ended in a 10-all tie, and the SG Landers over the Kia Tigers, 12-4. Okay, folks, it is time. That's right. Time is on our side. And we do have time enough that we get to do this. Let us take a look at that fun-filled thing you and I love to do, and that is Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter. With 598 backers, they have given a total of $37,370. About $4,630 before they reach the incredible $42K that I have predicted. There's 27 hours left. They're going to do it. They're going to hit 42K. I guarantee that's going to happen. I just have a feeling. Okay. Okay, let's get up to Eternal Armor and see how they're doing right here, right now. All boogie, woogie. Eternal Armor is at 10,435. Huzzah. And Heroin Adventure magazine, number 1, is at 5,165. Going on strong. And let's check out the book of books, or the book of books, the book of book. Oh, let's check out Blue Bombshell for want of a better word. Blue Bombshell, boys. Let's check out the Blue Bombshell. Thank you very much. Okay, let's check out Blue Bombshell. $32,020. Huzzah! Bravo! Bravis! Kumbaya, even. Okay, we got one more to do with the Royal, with our here we are. Let's check out how things are going with Charlie's London from East Lane to the Limelight. And how's this for a big total? You can't back this one anymore, but they got about 695 backers. Big total, folks, 55,985 by Charlie's London. It is a very entertaining book, and Charlie's London worked with the family of Charlie Chaplin. So congratulations, Charlie, on the big tote, 55,985. It is pretty damn good. It is a 64-page graphic novel experience, officially licensed by the Chaplin estate. The artwork is amazing, as is the story itself. So there you go. And that is, for choice of a word or two, that is the update on just some of the things going on in Comicsgate. And we shall have more for you tomorrow at midnight when we reconvene with you. So please join us midnight Eastern time for another edition of Sports Final. That is going to wrap it up for us. And we want to thank you all for kindly dropping in and joining us. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and we'll tell you what other things we're planning to do on my channel that may be of interest to you. It's all going to be fun, exciting. It's all going to make you laugh so hard you'll plot. Especially when you see my cat predict football games. And next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday, I think it's trying to think. When you try to think, you got to go over here. Boom, boom. Hey, it's simple. Saturday the 11th, when we start off, it'll be the first episode of the Rabbi Picks. That's right, our friend Rabbi Hiram Shecky Fleischman will join us from the Vatican Football League and give us his predictions of all the games that start off the new season of the National Football League 2021. My cat will be doing her predictions. My cat Uno do her predictions Wednesday the 8th, and it'll be posted up online on my YouTube channel. Then me and my mom haggle it out on Sunday the 12th when the football season begins. We always do it on at noon on Sunday, and we make that always official. Okay, folks, that is going to wrap it up for us. 45 minutes goes by that fast when, well, usually it's an hour when we have more than just one sport to talk about. Before we go, big shout out. Before we go, I got to make a couple of updates here, and the update number one is we're not off the air yet. Thank you. Update number one, in the beautiful NASCAR just ended their regular season. Now it's playoffs. A wild finish at Daytona. And Ryan Blaney does it again. He survived in overtime at Daytona and is your regular season winner. That's right, I do believe. That's right, that was his third win of the 2021 regular season championship instead of Denny Hamlin, who was 14th. And we should have the official words tomorrow on who makes the playoff rounds. So join us for that and more, midnight Eastern, right after not one but two podcasts that we do. Last Call Cafe, we go live to tape on Spreaker from iHeart Media at 11, followed by Wrestle Anime Hut at 11:30. We're going to talk more on some news from AEW and the biggest dream possibility, Bray Wyatt to go to AEW may now no longer be in the cards. We'll tell you all that and a whole lot more. Please, by all means, join us tomorrow when we talk more sports than we talk cooking. But thank you, folks, for watching, listening, caring, and supporting this little program. We're going to try to change things up in September, add a few things, drop a few things, make this an entire mishmash of entertainment for you. So stick around. You never know what's going to be on my little mind. I just might put my cat as host. I have no idea, but September's coming. That means change, and this show will evolve. And we hope you like it either way. It's going to be fun, exciting. It's going to be unpredictable and unconventional. I guarantee you that. I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. We'll talk to you tomorrow, midnight Eastern. Till then, have a good night in the West Coast and a good morning on the East Coast. Ta-ra.